What's up, 8th graders? It's Mr. Harvell. Time to play some oboe today. So we're going over the all-county music. Grab your oboe, grab your least terrible reed, and grab your music. I'm gonna play the whole audition for you so you can have a basis, and then we'll go over the scale. We'll go over the oboes only, and then we'll go over the unison band. So here's the whole audition. Let's say they call A flat major scale. Then we'll do the oboe specific piece. And now time for the unison band piece. So that's the whole audition. Let's break it down one piece at a time, and I'll start with the scale. So your scales that they might call will be B flat concert, A flat, E flat, F, and C. Now, when I did middle school all-county audition, they called A flat on me, and they've been calling A flat on my kids for the past few years. So if I was a betting man, I'd say they're probably gonna call A flat, plus it has the most flats. So, let's call the one with the most flats. When you play your scale, I like to take pride in my scales. Let's play just the regular rhythm and not the band rhythm. In band, we always go. I'm kind of tired of that, and when I'm just doing just oboe things, we use just the regular rhythm, just 1 and 2 and 3, rather than. There's something more refined and more dignified about just regular 1 and 2 and 3. That's the way I would play my scale. And they might call A flat. Please make sure when you play A flat major scale, you know how to go left E flat. Life is way easier with left E flat, I promise you. Some 4th F, oh yeah. A flat scale. Okay, now time for the oboe specific piece. This is called Schumann's Romance in A minor, number 1. Schumann wrote 3 romances, romantic piece. All professional oboes know this, so I guarantee you whoever's judging will know this very well. The best thing you can do, better than anything I can tell you, is go to YouTube, unless you're already on YouTube, go look for a recording of a professional American oboe playing the Schumann Romance number 1. That's this. I'm going to show this to you again so you can get my markings. I change all mezzo fortes to piano. I don't know if you can see it, just to be extra with it, just so that I have a lot more room to go dynamically. So I start piano, and I end that phrase right here, if you can see it, with piano. Do you see where there's 2 16th notes? It's the part that it's measure 4, and again in measure 7. It's the part that goes like this. You know what I'm talking about? That part, I put like an accent over just those 3 notes because there's something magical about them. Those 3 notes right there, those 3 notes. La, la, la. Let's really just like bring those out. And they're the peak of the phrase too. So here's over-exaggerated, so you know what I'm talking about. Those are just special notes. Bring them out. See how I did that? It's a musical thing to do. I would do that. High A's. You want to sneak in on your high A. It's so hard to do. I know when we sneak in on a high A, sometimes we'll just, it's not a very subtle note, right? It just, high A, okay? Just sneak in on a high A, get your stomach already set, breath in, air's already moving, and then, so everything is set, the pressure's already there, and the only thing I do is let go of my tongue, and the high A will magically appear just as soft as you can. The start is everything. Right? So that's tricky. If I was you, I would just practice starting on high A beautifully as possible. If you got a tuner, that would be awesome. Because everybody knows high A's can sound like an A or they can. So I would practice that a whole bunch to make sure your A is dead on an A. And not some whack note around it. For the second half of the Schumann Romance, follow me. I'm at measure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like 9, 10-ish area is where I go like this. Each one gets a little bit louder than the next because whenever you repeat something, band directors say this all the time, whenever you repeat something, you got to do something different because repetition is boring unless you do something different. So, la, la, more, more. So more each time. Also, can't do this. Listen, I hear this too many times, can't do this. No. If you go, that's kind of tacky. You might be doing it on accident and not even know. The way you do it is do a fadeaway on each one of those 8th notes. A little fadeaway is all you need to make those 8 notes sound great. Then, for the bottom line, the last line on this, I wrote stringendo on my music, which just means get faster. I get faster a little bit. I know you might be like, practice with a metronome. Well, no, because in order to be fancy, schmancy musician, I want to like mess with the tempo a little bit, and that's okay in this case. Here's the last line, pickups. I'm gonna push forward, and then when I get to the last 3 measures, I'm gonna slow it down for a dramatic ending. To the 3rd to last measure, that's when I'm like, no, I can't push forward anymore, I gotta bring it back. Last 3 measures. And do give me your best fadeaway on the last note, and then that's how you do that. Moving on to music, unison band music. Take a look at my markings, how I do dynamics. Pretty much, whenever it's in measure 3, I wrote a piano. You can't see it, darn. Oh, wait, there it is. Yeah, measure 3, I wrote a piano so that the chromatic ascending scale has more, so it's more intense, I suppose. That piano is very important, so I drew a triangle around it. Draw something around yours. Mezzo piano there for a little more, and then mezzo forte, a little more. And then line 3. I wrote some accents over that note. Accent and short, accent and short. I'm sorry, you can't see this too well. I put some staccatos over those eighth notes for the purpose of style. What did I write at the top? Style. Style is everything. This will be so boring without good style. All right, let's play the first 4 measures. When I have that chromatic part, measure 3, when I go crescendo. Here's the first 4 measures. And accent that E flat. Make that E flat just bam, like E flat, just because you have a piano after it. If you make that E flat super loud, the piano will be like, oh, piano. So here's the first line, and then going on to the second line where we're piano. Right there, you have a question and answer. So here's measure 5, ask me a question. I got you an answer. Those little things, if you know that you're asking a question and answer, you'll have a much better grasp of style. If you have fun with it like that, I promise. Measure 5 to the end. When we get to measure 9, make it smooth. Check this out. Question and answer, guys. So the question needs to be, here is my question, and here is my answer. So getting louder because it's a repeat. Here's measure 9. In measure 13, piano, very important. You know what? I'm going to draw a triangle around it so that I do a better job of that next time too. Piano in measure 13, that's super important. In measure 14, staccato on the eighth notes because contrast. And the last note I'm holding for 3 full beats. I'm not going to go like this. That was only 2.5-ish. You gotta be counting. Bum, 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 1, 2, 3, done. I guarantee you somebody's gonna be listening for if you counted 1, 2, 3. The only thing left on this audition will be sight reading. Make sure you practice sight reading with your teacher, your director, that kind of thing. You'll be fine on that as long as sight reading practice is fun. Write your own little thing and write through it. I do that with some of my students. I just write something. It takes like 5-10 minutes, write something random and give it to them. It's fun. It'll probably be, if I was gonna take a guess, your sight reading will probably have 3 flats or 1 flat. And be 4 measures long, probably have some eighth notes in it, and it might have an accidental or 2. But other than that, you should be great. Thanks for watching my video. I appreciate it. Best of luck at All County this year. Remember, it's all about the fun and working hard and and getting yourself to sound as best you can on your instrument for however amount of time. If you liked my video, give it a thumbs up. If you disliked my video, thumbs down. I get you. But most of all, if you like this video, make sure you smash that subscribe button. Thank you very much and have a good day.